Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're doing a VOD review for Magnusen on Recharge Oddball. Anyways, if you like the content, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. So I like this spawn because you do have like an opportunity to get camo easier. The only thing you gotta watch out for is I feel like the other team has like way better nade opportunities, But basically, you don't really want to play for camo until like you get a big advantage. I feel like you shouldn't really rush for camo right away. I feel like you should try to get an advantage like one or two enemies dead. Good route though. Oh yeah, that was good. Okay, so I want to talk about something in Oddball. Before you pick up the ball, you should really look where your team's at. So you have two teammates in A. You have a teammate dead Mangler, right? So basically, yeah, they're gonna be spawning C in long haul, right? So you kind of want to be thinking about that. You want to be thinking about where should I take the ball so it's away from the enemy but close to my team, or at least to my team. So basically, either you want to pick the ball up and go like batteries, bat ledge into Whirlpool. But basically, I would probably just run this thing straight into A as quick as I can. And the reason why I said that is because I kind of guessed that this was going to happen. A lot of people just like to go into gold or like just for like they think it's a like optimal setup for ball, which I think it's C because you have the ability to play the ball off the map. The ability to play the ball off the map is huge. Like you can either rotate the ball out, you can drop the ball and slay, or you can just drop the ball off the map and keep slaying and play time. Like there's just so much you can do. So right there, like I think the biggest issue right here is like you're being a little slow. You should have rotated the ball quicker to your team, right? And then basically when they get pushed, you should just drop the ball and help them slay because you were at a disadvantage because you had a teammate or two down. You had a teammate die over here, I believe, and then one died over here. So that's basically all I can tell you is just like you should have just got there quicker and just dropped the ball and help slay. Ooh, that was a good grenade though. Good job playing your life. There you go. Yeah, that's good. So I like this. I really like this. Now you're anchoring A. This is really good. So right here, this is an ego chow. This is the definition of an ego chow. Like you got caught out in a bad position, and for some reason you decide to fight this guy. Like in this moment, I would just I would just get behind cover. Like use that wall to break his line of sight. Have that guy teammate right there shoot him. You got to break his line of sight. And hopefully the teammate will shoot him. Then you come back and help. But don't ever take a fight like this. Like you're in a huge disadvantaged state. Like you're definitely gonna die. The only thing you can do is get break cover and hopefully your teammate helps out. Which your teammate didn't even know about that dude. You probably called him out after you died too. I have that bad habit as well. So now it's kind of tied. It's like a 3v3. And I'm guessing they have C spawn, right? So you're probably going to spawn like long haul or like gold. You might spawn A. Yeah. I kind of figured right there. Which is not a bad position. See, like you have a lot on the site. Okay, sweet. I get to talk about grenades. So you always want a grenade where they're going to go, not where they're going to be. I kind of figured this guy was going to run back into C because it's like the safe place like where you guys aren't going to be. So I really wouldn't have thrown that grenade. I feel like it was a waste of grenade, and you don't really want to waste them. That was good shots, though. And I'm pretty sure you're in a stack with some teammates and they're calling out. And if they are, sometimes you got to think about, like, if the ball guy's calling a guy on him, like, sometimes you should just not shoot that guy. You should just trust the teammate to clean him up if there's one up, which there was, and just help the ball guy real quick. And your problem here is I think you just got naded and you're gonna drop down probably. Well, if you do, oh dang it, I hate when it does that. So if you ever like need to drop down like that, sometimes the best option is to jump over this whole doorway because you're gonna break this guy's camera, and that's actually like something huge in first-person shooters is breaking their camera. If you can break their camera, usually you can win the fight.
Way to victory. Ball dropped.
Let's see. I'm thinking A or like whirlpool spawn probably. I'm thinking A. Ooh, maybe not. Yeah, that was a good spawn. Not gonna be a good nade. Like if you knew there's some up there, that's actually a really good grenade. It's denying that space right there in that power position. That's a really good grenade. Even though it did no damage at all, and it's denying that space. So like your teammate can get camo, they can move around the map. That is actually a really good grenade. Good job right now. That was a good rat. So right here, I feel like if you had a little, like your pre-aiming was pretty good. I feel like the biggest issue here was, I don't know where you're. Hold on a second. Yeah, you just ego challenged. This is a perfect example of why you shouldn't ego challenge, right? Like this guy, I think got a good shot on you, and like if they get a shot on me, like sometimes I'll just back away, right? Because like there's no way I'm gonna win the fight. If he's 2 shots up on me and I haven't even shot him yet, yeah, I'm gonna run away. I like how you always go for the BR. So basically, right now, it looks like you're going to go help out Tate because that's where the oddball is. And that's a good option. Good cleanup. And dropping the bandit for the shock rifle and keeping the BR, that's absurd. Just kidding, it's not. Whatever you want to play how. That was just a bad timing on reloading. And I feel like that was also bad positioning. Like if you got, when I got the shock, I'm going back up to gold ledge. And then I might have reloaded it. I don't know how I would have done it in game. It just depends on my thought process right then and there. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But I would definitely would have went back to gold ledge and got a line of sight on my teammates and enemies from right there instead of like going into here. Because like I don't like taking shock over here. I like having high ground with shock. I feel like if you did that, it would have turned out a little bit different. Ooh, dang. Almost had him. Did he peek again? Oh no, he was at the corner. Let's say no way he peeked again. So I feel like you're just too focused on getting the ball guy. Like he's not gonna get out. He's not gonna peek into cover, right? Like you were trying to get him like from Mingler, and he like waiting for him to peek cover. I think it would be more beneficial just to push up and help your team, because effective team pushes and oddball are everything. Like if you can't do an effective team push, you'll never get the ball. Sprinting in. There you go. That was good free aiming. This is a good pinch right here. I have that dude right there. Like, I don't know what he was thinking, but he did. He put himself at a huge disadvantage, and it gave you an advantage, and it's good that you recognize that. This is an ego challenge right here, through and through. You have no shields, and you think you can get this dude. Like, you should just wait for your shields. Like, if you die right here with the shock, like, you could do a lot with the shock. Yeah. The dude shoots your body. And you ego challenge again. Oh my goodness. If this was like a pro lobby or like a higher level lobby, like, they would have like burned you for that. And then if you look at the head level, I'd say head level is more like right here on the, like this little dot. Like right about here. Probably aim like right about here, and then these little dots right here, and that's probably head level. So that's something to look out for too. And that's just pre-aiming. Like you're so focused on getting this guy at that doorway. Like he went up there and you have it lined up. Maybe you get this. It looks like you're gonna get this shot though. Yeah, that was just pretty lucky. Like hey, I actually got that. To be honest with you, like you just ego challenged a lot. I think so. You got your shields back pretty quick. Oh, this is just unfortunate. Like either way you went with the ball. I feel like at one of these points in time, like sometimes like it's good to like toss the ball out. Like if you know you're in enemy territory, it's good just to toss the ball to the middle and just keep it where it's at and like be invisible basically because they don't know where you're at, so you could just bait the ball and get a free kill.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
I really like how you go to this position for a split second to see what you need to do. So it looks like, I mean, someone probably called the ball guy out and the guy at tower. Like, I would definitely take care of the tower guy. He's definitely screwing you guys over.
You lost the lead.
And sometimes to break the setups, you need to push the guy at the tower. Like, you need to push the guy that's putting damage in on you guys. Because, like, if you go anywhere, like, if you have to basically go through here to get to them, and he's kind of, if you do that, then he's out of the way. But if you actually get him, you can actually get a better flank or push on the ball guy. And then that also wouldn't have happened either. Got a good flank on you guys. Seeing a lot of like pushing in one by one. Like you guys almost push as a team and then like something happens and you guys get distracted and you don't push as a team. Like if that ever happens, like if you're pushing, you're like, hey, I'm pushing up, and like you take a fight, you gotta make sure to call it out so they know not to push by themselves.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
You're really kill hungry, it seems like. Maybe not. Oh, this is a bad. So you know that your two teammates died right here. So you know they have control of this. So this is one of those things where it's like, when you pick up the ball, you make sure to take it away from the enemy. And right now you're just giving them like, you're giving them more time basically, because you're giving them a free kill on you. And so you're going to spawn farther away, and so you're not going to be with your team, and they're going to get easier ball time. Yeah. When Spectacles pushes by himself, he gets a kill somehow. He gets another kill somehow. That's actually crazy. So I like how you're thinking about helping your team from a position, but from this standpoint, like you're not really doing too much on the map. I think since there's 2 dead at least. Yeah. So you know they have A spawn, I guess you could say, like, well we do now, but at this point in time, I think you spawn C, so you know they're gonna have A spawn. I think you should just be an anchor, or you should just go straight to your team. Because right, this is actually not a good position. You should get a different position. Maybe go top tower, or top control. Because this is just not a good position. Like if they're over here, you really can't see them. If they're over here, you really can't see them. Like there's just a lot of line of sights that you don't really have good view to.
We have the ball.
Active camo inbound.
I feel like if you didn't throw that grenade, you probably would have got that guy. But I would have thrown the grenade too. But when you throw a grenade, you can actually like throw it and be invisible. Like if you like peek behind a wall, because you throw it with your left hand. So you like if you have a wall to your right, you can actually curve it around the wall and be unseen, and that will actually do damage. Fun tip.
Nearing victory. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
So it looks like you guys are gonna play for camo. Right here looks like you guys are being super passive. Super passive. Like, you're just staying in a position trying to get kills, and it's like, at this point in time, you guys gotta be super aggressive, like pushing the team. Or you guys just gotta work together. Like, if that one guy would have stayed there with you and actually shot camo, you guys could have probably changed the whole map around right then and there. Looks like you did get the ball guy down.
Enemy has the ball.
Oh, that's game. Yeah, just being like too passive, no, like a little bit of team, like no teamwork, basically lost you that round.
Incoming.
Looked like I tried curb sliding. I definitely practiced that a bit more. That's actually a hard one to hit, but keep practicing it.
We have the ball.
2 down,
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
2-3. Probably like 4v3 right now.
We have the ball.
An ally slain the carrier.
So this is you tunnel visioning a kill and having a bad route. Like, you should not be running through the open like this unless you have map majority control, right? Like, if there's 2 dead, like, yeah, run through the middle, right? Like, it's your map to move through it. But at a moment like this is a bad route. I actually thought you stuck that guy.
Enemy has the ball. Close the lead. Ball dropped. Enemy has
So I'm gonna say something real quick about what I'd want to do. Right now, what I want to do is I want to get close to my team. Like, Tate, I'm thinking Tato's gonna push by himself and die. Like, I want to help him. My objective right now is probably to just get as close as the ball as I can without dying. So basically, like, I'm gonna play quick but slow. So I'm gonna go to control, make sure it's clear. Then I'm gonna go C, and I'll probably just stay C and stay right there, and hopefully tell you guys to go through like gold and stay there, and so we can get a pinch going on them. Because if they go C, I can get good shots on them because they don't think I'm gonna be there. But if you guys go through like 2 gold through gold, and you guys push them and shoot them, they're probably gonna run away. Okay, sweet, going to C. Ooh, good piv.
In tatters.
ball dropped.
Lead hostile.
Yeah, that piv actually was very pivotal.
Ball dropped. We have the ball.
Heard the footsteps. So right there, you kind of panicked, so you threw their nades. You're playing your life. I would have saved one of those plasmas and threw it right where your reticle's at, basically like right there. Like, if you throw it about now, like at that wall, like right at your feet, that guy's probably gonna drop down right on it and die. Yeah, that was basically just like a, like, you knew you were gonna die and you were in a bad spot, so you tried killing him with a plasma grenade. Good choice, but run away and put the nade at your feet is also a very viable option, especially if you play MNK. I don't know if you do. Doesn't seem like it, but if you play MNK, you can put like a plasma at your feet like instantly. You should never chase an MNK person.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Yeah, so like if some guy's trying to stick me like that, I'm gonna be super aggressive because they probably won't be going for shots. They're gonna be going for melees, and they're gonna try running away. So I'm gonna be super aggressive on that dude. If they stick you, that's the same thing you gotta do. Be super aggressive. Oh, I really wish you didn't reload right there. That's a bad habit right there for sure. You could have got shots on that guy too, like 1 or 2.
Ball in
Okay, so this is another instance of a bad route. I don't think you should drop for the ball yet, even though there's one dead. But like this, look, this guy's going gold. They have a guy on sneaky in a fight, and where's the last guy at? Maybe they only have 2 up. I can't tell. I swear they have 3 up though.
If they want it, they'll have to.
Oh, he spawned A. Okay, makes more sense now. Yeah, see? As you can tell, though, that was why you don't want to pick up the ball right away. You always want to make sure you get more kills. So, some people have asked me about routes. So one thing I like to do when I spawn C is I like to go control, right? Because A spawns are what people want or yada yada. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to get in a good power position. So you're going to go control as your first route to get to your first position. And you're going to get up there and see what you need to do. And so that's something to think about. Or another option is to route to top gold, but I think you're too far away from it, so I just go tower.
Enemy has the ball. Ball drop. We have the ball.
And more on routing. Routing is basically just making sure you always have cover whenever you go somewhere. So let's say, like, right now, you probably, like, you're staying here. I think you should definitely move. Like, let's say you want to go help this guy out. Like, you could go through long haul, but basically, I would go through sneaky because you get line of sights on him faster. And, like, you could still get to C and, like, CC, right? And that's what I would do, is I'd go through sneaky because you're not really going to get shot too much going from sneaky to C. Like, maybe you will, but you killed the guy whirlpool or the guy whirlpool died. So, yeah. But basically, routes is just, like, taking the safest, fastest route possible. You don't want to take the fastest route. You want to take safe, fast routes. That was a pretty good route, though, because you were behind cover and you, like, checked. I'm fairly certain you should have seen those guys' feet. Fairly certain. So this spectacles guy just dropped off high ground. Like, that's his bad. And he probably called someone out that was one shot, and so you thought you had an ego chow and get him, and that's why you died, probably, is because you thought you had to get a kill. Where if you would have just stayed in here and helped protect the ball, you guys might have been able to get more time and actually win this round quicker.
Enemy has the ball. Lost the lead.
That was good. Like, I thought you had the jump on you, and you proved him wrong.
Down.
Enemy has the ball.
Right here, you have 2 teammates dead. I would not push in yet. Good job noticing. Oh, maybe.
Enemy has the ball.
Like, that's why sometimes you really got to back down the guy at tower, because, like, he can just get shots on you from right there. But that was good.
We have the ball.
So that's really good, too. Helping your team out.
Camo inbound.
You reload a lot.
Active camo available.
Oh, that was close. I like that.
We have the ball.
So right there, you're pretty much bound to die from your position, which is all right. The only thing you did it better is just rotate faster and play with your team, but you were just bound to die right there. This was a death that was going to happen.
Ball dropped.
I think Jellyful, did he get... Oh, he won't get the second kill.
We have the ball.
I do like how you always go for the BR. It's nice to use something better all the time.
Nothing satisfies.
Especially if you're more comfortable with the BR.
Round burst.
We have the ball.
So I want to talk about crosses for a second. This is a nice cross. Basically, you're shooting people before they go in. Your teammate should have been able to get him. Maybe he was too low or something, so that's unfortunate.
Enemy has the ball.
Yeah, you reload way too much. And I feel like, so sometimes you got to see, you got to know when a position is just not valid anymore, and this position is just, it's not going to work for you anymore. You got to move, you got to go push in, right? There's too much time, there's not enough time left on the ball for them, and this position's not doing you any good anymore. Like, you got to get a different position, and you got to be more aggressive. Pushing with the teammate, I like it.
Eat lead, hostile.
Yep, you guys are being too passive. I bet they get this round right here. You're not going in to help your teammate. He died. You're just kind of staying here trying to get, like, watch for flankers or whatever. Like, they got it. Yeah. So I feel like your biggest thing, like, you play your life, right? And you don't ego chow all the time, but there was a few times you did ego chow. So I definitely work on that. You do help your team out, but you have, like, you really like to go to positions, and I feel like you just stay in positions for way too long. Like, once you start getting better, you'll learn that, like, you want to stay in a position for a little bit, then rotate. And, like, you want to rotate around your team. Like, if your team's somewhere, like, you want to be in a position. If they're not there, you don't want to be in that position. You always got to rotate around with your team and play more around them. Your routes, I would definitely work on moving more cover to cover, around the edges of the map, basically, and not through the middle unless you have an advantage. Taking the fastest route should only be viable when you have a good, like, advantage to do so. Always take a safer route, because you can curb slide to be faster too. Really focus on probably helping your team more too, and, like, thinking about spawns. Definitely helping your team more. Like, I feel like you do think about that, but think about it, like, in a different way. Like, think about, what does my team need? Like, where should I be, basically, and just help them out just a bit more in that aspect. Anyway, I hope you learned a lot, Magnusen, and everyone else did, and I hope everyone has a great day.